Today I'm going to be doing a comparison video of the ESV Student Study Bible and the ESV Study Bible. So I do have review videos of both of these Bibles already, so I will link those in the description below because I'm not going to do a full review of them since I do have those recorded already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly go over the features of each, and then I will go through a specific book in the Bible in both of them just so you can kind of see the difference between the two a little better. So the first one here is the ESV Student Study Bible. These Bibles are both from Crossway, both the same translation. And for the ESV Student Study Bible, you're going to see 12,000 clear, concise study notes, introductions and timelines for each book of the Bible, 80 plus maps and illustrations throughout, 10 topical articles, nearly 900 did you know facts, 120 Bible character profiles, 80,000 cross-references, an extensive concordance, and then this is going to be adapted from the ESV Study Bible, which is the next Bible we're going to be looking at today. So let's talk about the features of that one here briefly. So this one has more than 2 million words with 20,000 notes and other resources, 80,000 cross-references and an extensive concordance, 200 full-color maps printed alongside the ESV text and notes throughout the Bible, 40 illustrations including full-color renderings and architectural diagrams. Oh, there goes my dog. Okay, give him a second there. There we go. He likes to get in the videos sometime too. You know, he wants attention. So anyway, we're going to have 200 plus charts providing concise summaries and key insights, 50 plus articles on essential topics of theology, ethics, and biblical teaching. So, have these both here. Now, the ESV Study Bible comes in several different cover options. I have this one here. This is imitation leather. I think they call it True Tone. And this is the chocolate and rose design. So, it's brown and pink. I really like that. I thought about getting one of the more premium covers like the cowhide or something, but I just feel there's something about this cover I really like, so I haven't upgraded at this point. I've kept it this one because I really like that one. Now the Student Study Bible that I have here, I just got this one recently. This one is in natural leather, it's brown, and it has the strap and flap here. So let's get into this one first, since it's on top. Move this guy out of the way, and it shakes the camera because it's a rather large Bible. That's the biggest difference of these two that you have to think about is the size difference. Because this is obviously, the Student Study Bible is much smaller and portable than the full ESV Study Bible. The ESV Study Bible also comes in large print as well, so that's even bigger. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over 1st and 2nd Peter in both of these Bibles, and just kind of talk about some of the differences and what I see here. So for the Student Study Bible, you're going to get a timeline here. Peter jailed in Jerusalem, Peter writes first letter, Peter martyred in Rome, and gives you the years for that. Move this a little closer, as I know it's hard to see. All right, so this introduction is going to have the author, date, and recipients, theme, purpose, key themes, and an outline. And then you're going to get a map, which is the setting of 1 Peter. Okay, then we get into the scripture here. The scripture is in an 8-point font, so it is a little small. That's another thing you have to think about when you're trying to decide which of these Bibles you want. The font's going to be a little bit smaller in this one. I think it's a little bit lighter, too, in color, just a little bit. It's not awful, but just a little bit lighter, so definitely keep that in mind. We're going to see the 2-color scheme here of the brown, kind of copper-like color. These are your study notes down here at the bottom of the page. We also have these Did You Knows in here, which I do not believe are in the full ESV Study Bible. The notes are adapted from the full Study Bible, though. We also have cross-references here at the bottom of the page. Okay, and then over here we have another Did You Know? Then we have a chart here, regeneration in the New Testament. Kind of see that here. Move that in a little bit. All right, I'm just going to read one example of a study note from here as well. So let's look at 1 Peter 2, verse 3. So that verse is, I can read it here, kind of sideways, sorry. If indeed you have tasted that the Lord is good, and then verse 4 reads, as you come to him, a living stone, rejected by men, but in the sight of God, chosen and precious. So let's look at the study notes down here then for verse 3 and 4. Christians will continue to long for the word if they have tasted that the Lord is good, which they did in conversion, and compare Psalm 34:8. In writing this letter, Peter may well have thought about Psalm 34, which stresses how the Lord delivers the righteous in their sufferings. And then verse 4 notes say, as you come to him indicates a daily personal relationship with Christ. A living stone is Jesus is the foundation of God's new temple. He is God's elect or chosen one, and he is honored above all. So those are the notes in the Student Study Bible for chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. So you can see, even in the Student Study Bible, we have a lot of notes here, which is always good. And that's the end of 1 Peter. We get into 2 Peter, the same layout for the book introduction. Again, we're going to see those did you know facts throughout here in our study notes. We have a little chart down here, the deity of Jesus Christ in 2 Peter. And then we get to the end of that. So now let's take a look at the ESV Study Bible, same books. We're going to do 1st and 2nd Peter. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see in the ESV Study Bible is it's much larger. The font, I believe, is a little darker and it's a little bigger. I think this is a 9-point font, if I'm not mistaken. I'll update that if I'm wrong. Now, the ESV Study Bible, that's the large print, is, I think, maybe a 10. Again, I'd have to look. I'm just saying that off the top of my head, but I know it's a little bit bigger than the Student Study Bible. Okay, so for the book introduction, we're going to get author and title, date and theme, the setting of 1 Peter. You can see these maps are in color in this one, although I believe in the large print they're not. We have purpose, occasion, and background. We have key themes, history of salvation summary, literary features, and an outline. And then this is a timeline of some things that were going on in Peter's life. For example, it starts with him becoming a disciple of Jesus, denying Jesus, the death and resurrection of Jesus. Peter witnesses resurrection, goes all the way down to him being martyred in Rome. Okay, then over here we have our scripture up top, line again separating the study notes from the scripture. And if you know the ESV Study Bible, you know it is packed full of study notes and resources here. We also have the same chart here, regeneration in the New Testament, so that's the same as the Student Study Bible. Let's take a look at the notes for chapter 2, verses 3 and 4 again. I won't reread the verses since I just did that, but I'm going to read the notes here so you can see what's similar and what's different. So verse 3 notes say, Christians will continue to long for the word if they have tasted that the Lord is good, which they did in conversion. Compare Psalm 34:8. In writing this letter, Peter likely meditated at length upon this psalm, which is about how the Lord delivers the righteous in their suffering. And then verse 4 is, as you come to him, indicates a daily personal relationship with Christ, beginning at, but not limited to, the time of conversion. As believers continue in fellowship with Christ, they're being built up as a spiritual house. Just as his followers suffer persecution, Jesus also was rejected by men. Still, he is risen from the dead and hence is the living stone, the foundation of God's new temple. He is God's elect or chosen one, and as the exalted Lord, he is honored above all. So you can see they're similar to each other. The ESV Study Bible has a little bit more to it, and it's a little more condensed in the Student Study Bible, and there's also some of the verses that are in the ESV Study Bible in the notes are not going to be in the Student Study Bible, so it's a condensed version. Make sure I'm not skipping pages there. Okay, then we're going to get to the end of 1 Peter, jump into 2 Peter, same layout for the book introductions. The book introductions, there's definitely a little bit more information in the ESV Study Bible, but they're both pretty thorough with their introductions. We don't see the did you know facts in this one, but like I said, there are more study notes here. We also have this little chart again, the deity of Jesus Christ in 2 Peter, so that is the same. And then we get to the end there. So basically, this is going to depend on what kind of Bible you want. Do you want something that's more portable, that you're going to be able to take with you on the go? Or do you want a study Bible with all the notes, all the resources to sit at your desk and study from? That's basically what this is going to come down to. Nothing saying you can't have both. One that you take on the go with you to Bible study or wherever you're heading off to, and the other one to study at home in your desk. They're both great. They both have a lot of resources. Also have to think about that font size. It's going to be a little bit bigger in the ESV Study Bible, so if you're not able to read like a size 8 font and the notes probably like a 7 in the Student Study Bible, then you're going to want to go with the full ESV Study Bible. But again, they're both great resources. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Portability, font size. If you want all the extra resources and notes, then you want to go with the full study Bible, but it's going to depend on your purpose for studying. So I'd love to hear if you have either of these study Bibles. What do you like about them? What do you not like about them? What do you use them for? Let me know which ones you have and how you use them.